Hello YouTube, it's Nikki and it is Sunday night, the 1st of May. May Day for all you Russians out there. um, I am sitting here just thinking about some things. So it's 108 and a half days, so 108 days until my GRS. So it's another countdown video, but it's also already past my anniversary for my 11th month and entering my 12th month on HRT. I don't have any makeup on right now, and I'm wearing this dress, which maybe I'll model for you. I don't know, because I'm going to be going to Be All in Chicago, and I just wanted, I'm trying to get something for the um, gala at the end, and I want a long gown, and I went out shopping, and this is something that I picked up, but I just had my friend helping me with it. Before that, I was in my running outfit, so I have no makeup on. I was running. I'm actually working out, trying to get in shape for the summertime. So let me backtrack on some things that have been going on. So I think I've lost my way a little bit, and I think some of the things I preach sometimes haven't sunk into my head, and those are acceptance of yourself is much more important than what other people feel. It's kind of like I have no right to care about what people think about me. In other words, I don't have a right to challenge them on that. So if someone doesn't accept me, it's not my right to call them out on it. They don't have to. All they have to do is treat me with respect. They don't have to accept who I am. They don't have to like who I am. They don't have to like what I'm doing in my body. So I understand that. So acceptance isn't coming from other people. Acceptance comes from within you. And with that said, well, let's take a step back. All right. And the step back is going to be, we have, I've been talking about a breast augmentation and about going for it. And it's a good deal that I have that offered as part of my benefits. And definitely something that I want. I just think at this point it's a little soon, because I think maybe I need to challenge myself a little bit more on why I'm doing it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not doing it for the right reason, and I'm not done growing the way that I'm not done on hormones. I haven't gone 2 years, and there's all this stuff in my head that I need to work out. So, and I really jumped the gun on that because I think it had a lot to do with the way people were treating me at work recently. I guess I've gone into a kind of a dark period with people at work. Not the people I work with either, it's the customers. And, maybe I was thinking that boobs would make me more acceptable. And that's not true. I think the things that I need to work on are holding my head high and understanding that that doesn't matter. And also, I need to work on my voice. And I think those are things that will make me better accepted in my place of work by my customers than having a C or D rack. So I'm postponing that surgery just for the time being. But I'm not, on the other hand, even thinking or considering postponing or canceling my GRS, because that's totally different. That's not outward acceptance. That has nothing to do with other people. That's all personal. That's all me. So I'm going to put that aside for the time being and wait and see where things lie, especially after I lose the last 15 pounds of this 80 pounds that I've been trying to lose for the past 2 years, which leads me away from the BA talk and into something else, which is I've been in transition. It varies the way that I look at my beginning of my transition. I guess it was the day day after my suicide attempt, because that's when everything was real. But I started losing weight back in March of '09 when I just had a really strong gut feeling that my marriage was coming to an end. And I was looking for a way to be happy, and I was trying to change the things about me that I didn't like, and I was over 250 pounds, and we'll leave it at that. And I'm under 200 pounds now. I guess I told you how fat I was if I told you I wanted to lose 80, so I lost 65 pounds already. Uh-oh. I want to tell you a little bit about what's happened because I've been on hormones for 11 months, okay? So in the beginning of hormones, I was almost at my lowest weight. My lowest weight so far has been 188, and I want to be 180, okay? I'm at 200. But I think my healthy weight is 185. That's why I say I have 15 pounds to go. So I got to 188, and I was on hormones for 2 months at that time. So May, June, July. It was actually August. I think it was August 11th of 2010 when I was 188 pounds. And I think I looked good. I was definitely looking better than I am now in my mid-half. But I think now most of the weight that's coming off me is actually from the muscle atrophy, which I'll get into that in a second. So I lost weight pretty fast, but it was like all of a sudden I'm still working out. You know, I've got the bike over there, I'm doing yoga, I'm doing all this extra stuff, I'm eating healthier, and I started gaining weight. And I didn't realize, I'm sorry, I got a cat over here. I'm trying to knock my camera. I didn't realize that when you take estrogen, you gain weight. And I don't know, I've heard it many different ways. I heard the metabolism slows, and where I used to be working out 40 minutes on the bike, I should add another 20, so work out for an hour, which I could have just broken down into half hour in the morning, half hour at night. But that was kind of tough. And my arms right now, if you look at them, I've lost half of the circumference of my arms. Wish I could say the same for my shoulders. But I lost weight, and then all of a sudden I started gaining weight, and the creep started slowly. And of course, when I had the issue with losing my children to my ex because she didn't approve of this, a little bit of depression added to that, and I slowly creeped from 188 up to 210 again, and actually topped out at 212. And that top was actually April 11th of this year. So what was April 11th? April 11th was my discharge from the hospital. Do you remember those photos? Let's not revisit them. I don't want to see that face again. And it was a little bit of everything, okay? From October until early January, it was depression and estrogen. And then after that, it was just lack of working out and estrogen. So I started working out again about, I'd say, if I look at the calendar, it's probably 6 or 8 weeks ago, okay? And I was at that top of 211, actually 212, 214. What the hell am I saying 211 for? What did I say on the 11th? I have to look at my notes again. But I was at the top of my weight, and I started with the yoga again to stretch. And I really like doing yoga because I'm a tall person. I've got a weak back, and yoga helps me build those core muscles with a little bit of Pilates in there. So I started with that, and then in I'd say mid-April, so just about let's see, mid-April, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. It was 3 weeks ago. I started to run. And I'm horrible at running. Mind you, I used to run 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 miles a day when I was in the Marines 30 years ago, 25 years ago. But I don't anymore. So I started, and it's a pathetic example of someone trying to work out, let me tell you. I got myself a nice little running outfit, running skirt, so I don't shock anybody with anything there, and some tops that had built-in sports bras. And I started running, and it's miserable. It's just under a quarter of a mile around the apartment complex here. And the first time I ran and didn't even finish the quarter mile. It was pathetic. It was horrible. But I did it and stopped and walked and got to the front door. I was like, what the hell am I trying here? All I was trying to do is lose weight. But it's like now 3 weeks later, I could run a mile. But I'm losing weight again. And I'm 198, 201, depending on when I weigh myself, day or night. If you're going to weigh yourself, it should be consistently all the time. And you shouldn't weigh yourself after you've had your morning movement and excretion. You should weigh yourself after you've eaten a meal and had some water, so you're getting an accurate account. I mean, if you want to weigh yourself at a point when nothing's in your body, it's kind of weird. So here I am now, just under 200 and trying to get down to that weight. I think it's going to be harder now because I have little muscle. My muscle tone is so much different than what it used to be. It's my legs are so much skinnier, my wrists, my forearms, so the muscle tone in those extremities and the upper body in here is gone. So where muscle burns more calories, so they say, fat doesn't. So I think it's going to be harder now to get this 15 pounds off. So I'm going to run my tailbone off and see what I can do. So 11 months, and I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm still going through my electrolysis. They haven't hit my upper lip with anything but a laser so far. I am doing electrolysis. So for you people that have this battle going on back and forth in your heads all the time, don't worry about me. I'm on both your sides. I'm doing both. And what I mean by that is I am doing laser on all of this area while she clears this little by little. I've got the thickest gray hairs that you've ever seen down here, and I'm the biggest freaking wimp you will ever know. When it comes to pain, holy cow, I run the other way. I have no idea how I'm going to get through dilation. I hope I'm not screaming at this thing right now. So I'm doing the right thing in trying to reduce the hair. Don't come back and say laser doesn't get rid of hair. It does reduce the hair. So I'm reducing the hair in this area. Well, we're reducing this to zero. Getting rid of my hair down here. So it's pretty much the areas I have left are here and here. Okay, so the toughest two areas. That's it. That's HRT. 11 months. That's 108 days until GRS, SRS, GCS, whatever you want to name it, you just call it. And I think I'm happier. I think I'm happier the way I am right now. And I think that postponing my breast augmentation is a good thing. How long am I going to postpone it? If you ask me, let's see. My surgery is in August. You get a growth spurt after that, so it's 3 months. So September, October, November. Maybe I'll revisit it again in a year and see where I am. If I'm in the same place right now, which is, you can't tell I have boobies in this dress. Could always wear something better. I'll deal with it. But you know, I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with the way I look. I'm happy with my friends, my family, excuse me, and I'm accepting myself. And that's all that matters. Remember that. When we look to others to make us happy, it's never going to happen. So, in transition, when we look for others to accept us, it's really not going to make us accept ourselves. It's not. You have to stare, and that's where my mirror is. So when I'm saying this, it makes sense. You have to stare in the mirror. You have to stare in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm a woman. And this isn't my words. This is one of my best friend's words. But you got to feel it. You got to live it. And I do. I love it. I am a woman. And I don't care what you think. No, I do. YouTube, thank you. I'm sorry for the, flamboyantly excited video today, but I just had to put something out. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for continuing to watch for so long. I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. I'm telling you, I'm going to be talking to you very soon. Probably tomorrow. Name change in 12 hours and 24 minutes. Yay! I hope. So take care. Sayonara. Love you all. Bye-bye.